Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Natural Music. Today, we are going to be discussing how to use some passing chords to add some soul to a slower song, and this will also make sense with a fast song. So let's use a demo here from a new song as of right now, depends on when you're watching this video, from the website, and let's roll over to the lyrics and chords page real quick. And we're going to play the demo from the lyrics and chords page. And you can see here it's on this page and the lyrics and chords all match up. And we're going to play that, and then we'll talk about what we did there on the intro and how you can apply it to your music. So, okay, so let's play the demo real fast, and we'll talk about it. All right, so what is going on there is we are creating kind of a melody or an intro around some chords. And what we're using a lot, and I had this in another video in the random lessons talking about adding the full step minor above the 1 and the 4 chord. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, just hang on. This should make sense if you've been playing for a little bit. So basically we're in the key of E flat, and that intro goes. Like this. And if that's not spot on, it's pretty close. I wasn't perfectly on timing there, but so all I did was we're in E flat, and I'm using E flat and then F minor up here. So so here's E flat and here's F minor, but I'm playing E flat down here. So G, B flat, and E flat. And then how I practiced this years ago, and this is what I want you to apply. And we'll talk about this song. This song is Never a Time. I love this song. It's something I'm doing with some churches that want Southern style of music material that really fits local churches, also fit big churches. Well, a big church can be a local church. You know what I mean? Rural, smaller churches, medium-sized churches, big churches. Just depends on if you want more of a Southern sound to it. So this is a good example. But before I made this intro, or, I copied this a little bit. I did my own thing on it. Years ago, I worked out this exercise, and this is what I want the lesson to be about. The 2 minor above the chord, I have built up muscle memory to run. So here's E flat, all right? You can see that E flat. Here's F minor. We're just going to go back and forth from E flat and F minor, but we're going to run it up and down. E flat, F minor, so A flat, C, and F. And then we're going to go to this E flat, the next closest one, B flat, E flat, and G. Then come back up to this F minor, all right? And then here's another E flat. That one looks normal. You know how that is in the thumb. E flat, G, and B flat, F minor, F, A flat, C. So we're just playing different versions. Then we're back to the C flat. Then we go F minor, E flat, and so on. All right, so down and up. And I can run that over an E flat chord, So now I do this little, I'm not really going to get into this song real, because I've got the full lessons for those of you that are paid member, there's an intro lesson on there, and that's not what this is about. I'm just using this as an illustration. So I'm not going to go over all these things I'm doing in the left hand, but what I want you to realize is the beginning of playing maybe traditional gospel and soulful gospel is starting knowing how to play those passing chords like that. And then you add different spots, like I went, and it was like I cut and stuff. And then on the way down also, the first one lots of times, like I'll play up here. Actually, we'll do it down here. And I love to slide the G and then do the flat 7 just on this first one right here. I go, and then I go down to F minor, E flat, F minor, and then I, play for fast stuff, but also slow stuff. And I could do that up. We did it up at the beginning of that intro. And then I go F minor to E flat. See how I did it? Now we're playing this over C minor there, and that works also because that's something we call the relative minor. I'll not get into that for those of you. That's not what this lesson's about. But C minor and E flat, for lack of a better term, kind of are interchangeable. So I can still run those over that. So I go, and then the end of that intro just goes B flat, A flat, for those of you that want to know that. And I just follow my left hand here. I know I said I wouldn't even get into this intro, but it maybe kind of helps you a little bit. But watch that full intro video. I go into detail. Every note is accounted for those of you that are paid members. But I just wanted to get this random lesson so you can do this. So over an E flat, I mean, there's so many different applications for that. If you do that bluesy thing and start with the flat 7 for a fast song, like this, and you slide that G, and then you play percussive in between there. That was just me getting used to playing with that 2 minor, and then I slid that for that, and you can, and then you could do it again, and then I hit these percussive octaves in between there, just at will. I've got another random lesson you can get. It may even be out there for free, or if not, it's under the random lessons. I go in a different key and I talk about playing percussively with that left hand. So if you want to know how I'm doing that, that's for that lesson. But I want you to play around and be able to have muscle memory to play with the 2 minor to start adding some soul to your playing. If you would like to learn Never a Time, go and check that under the full song lessons on the site, naturalmusicstore.com. And you can click below and sign up for that if you're not signed up. That's a really great song. And if you want to know more about the church material stuff, I have several churches I'm doing that with, and I just make some attainable music, more in the Southern style and the gospel style for sure. And, we'll shoot me a message or an email on that, and we'll absolutely jump on a phone call and, talk about that, see if that's a good fit. I'm only doing that with a few right now, but it's definitely been a help so far. Enough about that. Practice the 2 minor thing, and even in C. So C, maybe you can think a little better. Let's go G. You can think A minor. I do that in I Can't Even Walk there on the full lesson. So I thought number 1 would surely be me. I talk about doing that, and all that is just A minor. Oop, that's not an A minor, that's an F. So G to A minor, G to A minor, and then in C you can do the same thing. I'm sure I do that in several lessons. Really works on 3/4 time songs. So if you're doing There Is Coming a Day When No Heartache Shall Come, no more clouds in the sky, no more tears to dim the eye. All right, so all those was chordal licks that I played with just the 2 minor above the chord I was playing on, and that is in its basic form, without explaining too much, a good thing to be able to practice. Just like that, and then it can just kind of go on forever. Ooh, do. I keep on hitting that F. I guess I need to work on my muscle memory a little bit more, but. All right, so just a quick practical lesson on adding a little bit more soul, adding that 2 minor in there, and then if you want to add that flat 7 in there, that's a great way also. I had another lesson that was real similar to this, but I wanted to go over a slower one and show Never a Time and how that applies to a 3/4, 6/8 time song, and not just a fast song. But we hit a little bit of everything in a few different keys, so work on the muscle memory on your from your 2 minor, the full step above minor of the chord you're playing on. Okay, so that was just a quick practical lesson, and we'll see you at the next lesson. Thanks so much for watching.